However, like, I don't think that we're live. Hello, everybody.
I think we're live now, Ak.
I know. I was about to go on a bit that I shouldn't have, but it's okay because it doesn't matter. We're live, and look, dude, it's I see Teto, I see humbugh, I see Clearmouse's name, I see mine.
Yeah, imagine that. I also see tracking done by the Schwartz. You think that's just more like an entity or like a, like a force or something like that?
I think it's a rando runner who took a little bit of a hiatus, but they're on their way back. So thank you, Schwartz, for tracking today.
That's true. That's true. This is powered by the ether and the the mute in this case.
It is obviously not powered by ether because it's not on the tracker.
Oh man, you are so right, Ak. At least it's not by Bombos either. That would be probably the worst medallion in order to have.
Yes, the best. I understand.
We might have different definitions here of words and meanings.
Hey, well, tomato. Anyways, what do we got going on here? Looks like it says groups week 3. Is this tournament where they like get a random type of seed like ambrosia or something like that, or?
I mean, you can think of it as random and like cards in a deck. It just happens to be that all of the cards are the exact same.
The deck is stacked.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty sick.
And so we do have in this case, like probably one of the best things is that if you can't start with real boots because you can't see them on the tracker, you may as well at least start with some pseudo boots so you can at least dash and run.
Oh hell yeah!
And
amazing.
Yeah. The technology, Ak. I mean, imagine 2022. Not having and being able to start with pseudo boots. It's like you ask people like what last year, even the year before. It's like I don't even think that was even like a possibility. And here we are, 2022. We can basically we can run from the start.
Having a whole gosh dang tournament with pseudo boots. Donka is, I don't know, he's a pioneer of men. So
actually that is true because I think was it Pog Championship Mystery this season started after Invitational, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Donka gets to put that crown on his head, so it's another thing he gets to add to his list. No, but it's incredible. I've been watching, a little bit of this one too. Teto, who could forget his legendary 51-minute stomp over Ear Ray? But I mean, humbugh is no one to sleep on either.
You are absolutely correct. Ak. Oh man, Teto. So right, I think it was determined that Teto does not have the official record of. I think it's like the official like open boots-esque type of setting and ladder specifically, but for 5139 is definitely the open plus invitational setting, like both in this tournament and for the whole season. So that's kind of
a sick time.
Yeah, I mean, and imagine, right? It's like you finish up the seed sub-hour, right? 58 minutes on Aries side, and it's like you're climbing, GT, and you see the dot done. It's kind of like what? I don't know. It just must be like a certain amount of like discipline, both on like Aries side and also on Tato's side, being able to finish, right? Doing go mode under 20 minutes.
You should have went faster.
Yeah.
that's just the way they do it.
Yeah, well, speaking of going fast, looks like they're already dashing out of sync. Just a little measly heart piece. Oh jeez, already fast map check. But I just saw a pendant Hera.
And then it was Crystal's at Eastern and Desert. We'll see if our trackers will take care of that for us. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of buttons to click right now, so give him time.
Yeah, but it looks like I mean, humbugh's tracker is spot on right now. You gotta really applaud the Schwartz here.
Do you think we could say that humbugh now has kind of a little bit of an advantage in this race right now because he's clicked off those buttons before Teto could, and Tito's gonna have to do that eventually.
Well, and Teto hasn't even done a map check yet, so he's even more behind on the knowledge information.
Yeah, that's a good point. He can't click off those buttons unless he knows. That makes a lot of sense now.
I mean, this is great, because these trackers are also keeping par with the runners' perspectives, right? So we'll actually be able to see when and whatever these guys are thinking about if they know or realize if the dungeon's supposed to work in advance.
Yeah. Maybe he just doesn't care, and he'll just do it the whole time without mapping. Dude, that would be sick.
Oh, dude. You know, and maybe, you know, he's, you know, just part of like the casual boots crowd, where it's like, you know, you don't, you know, map check until, you know, much later after you do escape. I don't know, maybe
Okay.
that too.
See? I did see that we got early bombs at the mushroom. Very good to have, given we're going into this place where there are, you know, walls we'd like to demolish to get items.
And so of course in Kakariko there are no bombable walls that actually let you get through, you know, with the boots. So good thing in this case they're really looking for those bombs. Maze race you can actually bomb through if you have real boots. But you know, for the rest of Kakariko, you know, like back Blind's Hut, like that glove apparently.
Nice glove.
Yeah. And Chicken Hut, and you know the back of the well. You gotta get some real ammunition.
Yeah. I feel like what we're trying to say is with pseudo boots, I think to make the mode like maybe a little bit more clear to others is that we should replace the boot sprite icon with like a helmet. That would probably like make sense to everyone. You need a helmet before you can run through a wall. Yeah.
Alright, so apparently, I was gonna say, apparently we already got blue mail as well, because we also already see a blue Yoshi. Unfortunately, you know, this is not Mario, so blue Yoshis also don't get wings, so they can't fly. You're gonna have to, you know, settle for land Yoshi, I guess. Just,
okay. Fair enough.
Getting a lot of bombs though too. Nothing really like notable in terms of like other items other than that glove, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, you know, like we're kind of looking for something, I guess, like some direction, some weapon would be great other than, you know, bombs. That would be kind of nice.
Bombs are they're a good weapon. They explode. They kill things.
Yeah. I mean, we are in a very like blue setting. You know, you're looking at, you know, the Schwartz's power here. You know, we got blue boomerang, blue bombs, blue mail, bluish gray iron gloves.
No, it's blue. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a grayish shade of blue. Correct. I am noticing that we are exactly $8 short of being able to pay off the bottle vendor.
Yeah, this is actually a good point. I'm actually somewhat like, okay, so if you're in this position, like, do you normally just like try and, you know, like farm the well or something like that for additional 10 rupees?
I mean, you could. Then you could also just be like, I'm probably going to make my way back here sometime later in the scene. It'll be fine.
So
and then sometimes it's fine and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that basically, like, what happens if bottle vendor has like a flu? Then you're just really sad, right?
Yeah, it'd be really annoying if it, I mean, basically if it's any item almost, like hammer, like anything that's dragging your Dark World access, like really sucks because you will be like, I don't know, you can't plan your route out ahead, I guess. That makes sense.
I mean, and plus, like, I think like a flute would also fit the blue theme, right? You know, blue everything else in Kakariko.
Yeah, they should have known that either like Flipper, Birna, Flute, or Mira was on the or Cold Stare was on the bottle vendor.
Alright, it looks like actually Teto also got a map check going into the back of this game. Actually, yeah, a little bit of divergence. Actually, with those gloves, back of this game's pretty viable. So, Teto also remembering that you do, of course, still need a bomb because we still don't have real boots yet.
Oh, I thought he just wanted to throw a bomb at that mouse. That's what I saw.
What? No, we're past
He did,
this.
and it died.
It was an innocent bystander, okay? It's not like Teto, I think, intentionally tried to kill that mouse. If he did, I refuse. I'm gonna step out of this commentary.
Oh. Dunka, I need a replacement.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you wanted a sword? There's a sword right there.
But unfortunately, it looks like Humbug, you know, is apparently not interested because, you know, it's like, oh look, there's Burna. There's another blue item that we can spot. Well, actually, with that fighter sword, is also like the hilt is kind of blue too, right? Man, you know, it's like this is like the only thing apparently we have on the table for us.
Yep, everything is blue. Blue mushroom.
Blue mushroom.
Yeah. Well, it's not ripe yet. When they get ripe, they turn blue.
Ripened mushrooms. Man, that does sound like an appetizing dinner, doesn't it?
I mean, don't they talk about that in the lore or something?
The ripe mushroom? I guess, well, the mushroom's supposed to be like fragrant, right? Or something like that? I don't know.
but don't they
Yeah.
say something like when it's ripe, or I don't know. It's been a
It's
while
fair.
since
Yeah,
I've
we're
seen
gonna
this
have
game
to,
in
yeah, we're gonna
English.
okay, that is actually true. I have to go consult like Nintendo Power something. Man, speaking of more blue, oh my gosh, dude.
There we go,
All right, we got shovel, which is pretty much blue. Kind of really camouflaged in with those flippers that Tato got as well. Man, though, humbugh. You actually see like it's a little bit difference there. For pseudo boots bonking, it doesn't quite bonk like the full distance. So I mean, I guess humbugh definitely figured out how to adjust the setup. Oh my god, dude.
You should have reset that powder.
Oh,
Kept his
man.
mushroom so he could just do fake powder.
Yeah. So we have a vanilla powder, but I think we have all the fetch quests now between Teto and humbugh.
I'm not sure if you've seen the show Breaking Bad, but what's inside that powder is probably also blue.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Okay. That's a little bit of it's a long shot of a reference. Oh my gosh, look, another mouse kill. I love it.
No, I don't. The mice just wanted to make a friends with Yoshi, and these guys, both with.
They wanted to make a friend with that,
cool.
like, fiery, incinerating explosion.
I don't believe, in this case, bombs or bomb posts are friendly items. I mean, they really should put out, like, a warning sign for these rats who don't come in here with bombs or bombos.
Well, too bad. Alright. Humbugh looks like he's going to be getting his flippers as well before he, like... Man, I'm really surprised. Both of them are checking Agina, and then both of them are going to check Saha before they do Mini Moldorm Cave. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Just surprised to see it from both.
I mean, it's like, is this part of like the routing, I guess, that you take? I don't know, you don't have a flute, and you're kind of still missing a weapon. I guess I don't know, like, what is considered to be, I don't know, efficient, because it's like, I think they both start out with maybe, like, 4 or 5 bombs or something like that. I don't, maybe they don't feel confident in being able to kill all the Mini Moldorms with that. So then you have to go all the way over here and buy bombs. I don't know if it's, like, easy or faster to just keep going versus, like, go back.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They had to go buy the bombs, and that makes a lot of sense. But I am checking my damage tables, and those Mini Moldorms, much like the mice that are in sewers, they will die to the bombs as well.
I mean, so you're not wrong, but I feel like the Mini Moldorms have a bit more maneuverability to them. The rats just kind of seem to be minding their own business.
They're definitely smarter than the mice, if that's what you're at.
I would like to have some bombos act right now.
And now when I said they were doing the same things, that's actually not true at all. As we have Humbugh heading over here to the Eastern.
We're gonna get some value here in Crystal Eastern Palace, because apparently Eastern Palace really does seem like the place to be, always having some sort of important item early on, and for those of the people who decided to not come here, basically hoping to wait to find a bow, sometimes can get kind of punished.
Yeah, I mean, if you find a bow in Eastern Palace and then like after that you find Dark World access in Mini Moldorm Cave, you're feeling so good in a race. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine. I do apologize. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say no. So speaking of Mini Moldorm, it looks like Tato's actually here with actual bombs, and they're dropping more bombs. So like this. Okay, so you said that the Mini Moldorms are smarter. The rats don't drop bombs, so you could basically just like farm them. I'm just gonna say that like right now.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking like Teto had some good practice there with throwing bombs at the mice. That's why he was able to do so well at the Mini Moldorm.
That's so mean. Using rats in order as like basically practice before
like
the
practice.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. But I mean, I'm not trying.
You're not
to,
here in the final
I'm just
four.
literally witnessing what I see. So
it's a kind of interesting setup. I don't know if humbugh intended to get 3 of them. It's really very different.
He did not. It's okay. That's a tough room to do. It really is. Oh, look at that. Even the crabs died of bombs like the mice.
Yeah, but see, like, Potato, like, stunned the crabs first. Like, I think that's kind of cheating.
It's more humane. He didn't, like, burn them alive like he did the mice. He, paralyzed them first.
That's like, yeah, like, the mice at least had a fighting chance, but, like, the crabs, like, they couldn't even move, right?
Yeah.
Not just so. Actually, you know, you're talking about what 8 rupees short of Bottle Venture. You know, Teto.
Oh, now we're 12 of Zora.
Yeah, I mean, we were over there. Okay, so it's not like I guess like Teto could set up the water walk with pseudo boots, but I mean like he also does have flippers. But I guess he is really kind of maybe he doesn't want to get burned twice by the money.
I mean, I think this is a good play by him because again, you're dragging, I don't know, like. Bottle Vendor, which you might need. You're dragging Zora, which you might need. And then we're sitting here with missing, what, 3 items for Dark World access? And then, well, okay, it was a Moon Pearl.
Well, so the lamp is going to show up at some point, but I mean, that Moon Pearl find is it's pretty big. I mean, so it looks like it's I mean, unless like the boat is like at, Zora or some of the water checks, like that looks like, Eastern Pal's going to be a required double dip.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's still possible because there are 4 or 5 checks here, but like, jeez, that is.
Yeah, that, and we haven't seen front of escape either. That was like the other thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. No uncle, no front of escape. I mean, again, we're still only on bombs basically as our only weapon. I guess we technically have a bug net for Aga if we have to go do this, but I mean, it's like there's. Yeah, I mean, actually, maybe the hula hand actually is going to work out better for Teto if we have to basically keep, this is going to be our short-term weaponry, for bombs.
Yeah,
it's not like all of the mini Moldrons can just keep dropping ammunition for him.
Yeah, and then like, again, we do Zora, we do Aga or whatnot, and then you end up just having to go straight to pot and you have no money. Like,
oh yeah,
I think it was a good heads up. Man, what was I gonna say? Pearl is probably like where that Pearl is probably the best case scenario for Teto though, because it's gonna be hard for him not to avoid that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just gonna go there.
Yeah, actually, so it turns out Waterfall Fairy actually does have 20 rupees, so Teto could have come over here hoping in order to find 500, but this actually looks a bit safer.
Yeah, but like again, man, where are all these items at? We got something on the ledge. We need some Dark World access.
Yeah, we got a glove, we got a pearl, so ideally we go find a hammer somewhere. You think it's a Thanks Solski seed? A Thanks Solski seed?
I'd say that this is a pretty high probable chance. All things considered, we'll have to see. Just 20 bucks.
Just 20 rupees. Alright, okay, so what's left at this point? So we definitely need a lamp.
Yeah,
we
which
definitely
is in the front of escape or the shovel, right?
Oh, right. We got the shovel. I forgot that was the other, blue thing that we found in in the back of Sahasrala's hut. We're also missing like swords for Aghanim, or for Aghanim.
Yeah. We know where one is, but yeah, I'm kind of curious what's gonna pop up. Is it we're gonna see a glove? We're gonna see a hammer?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that's a good point. Like, we can actually see a book too. That would also open up deserts. I mean, it can actually be boots locked and stuff.
Yeah, book and lamp would be kind of hilarious to find here in escape, but not. Oh, and mirror.
That would be pretty awful. So I guess actually if we also find hammer, there's basically a vanilla lamp. I was gonna say though, if we find hammer, I guess that would be our Dark World access, but then that also does open up magic bat as well. Like, I don't know if they have any sense of priority to go check it. Teto actually might if he finds the hammer somewhere up here.
Yeah, no, he probably would now that I think about it, with like Bottle Vendor and Powder there, or Eastern. Like, that would be the 2 choices that he had. Alright, he's coming in here with 6 bombs. What, you need 5 to finish all of this?
Yeah, technically. I mean, but he does also have a blue boomerang as well, so maybe it'll help, like, stun the guard so he doesn't have to, kind of like aim as much.
Yeah.
Because...
And I think with 7 bombs, he's killed.
Well, maybe there'll be some bombs in this chest that'll help him.
Yeah. Realizing the direness of that situation of like, oh, well, there goes my wiggle room.
I mean, well, so right, Teto also has blue mail, which, does make, at least he won't take as much damage, right, with his bombs, only half a heart. So I guess, like, with that, we haven't found, like, the small key yet, so maybe Teto's hoping that he doesn't have to, like, death warp out of here. He just hope that the key is in Dark Cross.
Yeah. Maybe he can death warp too.
I guess he certainly looked like he's setting up for it, though. So.
Yeah, it's fine, especially with the boomerang, like what you said. Well, okay.
Yeah. Alright, that, That is his absolute last bomb. You know, don't panic because there are multiple temper damage pots apparently that's available right before the ball and chain guard. Teto, I guess if he wants to death warp though, he needs to be careful to not pick up the hearts underneath.
And hypothetically too, if you picked up one of those temper damage pots and threw it at, say, like, I don't know, a rat or something that was wandering around, what would happen?
It's back here, Ak. Have you never done escape before, Ak?
I honestly, I don't even know what I'm watching right now. All right, it's all right.
Okay, it's all right. That's why there are 3 pots. The first one is just target practice, and you know, Teto didn't have any rats, so that's why it was kind of like not a great success, but he was definitely okay for the second and third. Yeah, so I guess
did he get a small key?
He did not. So I think so that has to be Dark Cross because the map was in the back of the escape, nothing else.
All right. So old man, spectacle rock, shovel.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. We do have mountain access now. That's also a good point. Maybe. Oh man, I don't know. Like, so if we have find like a mirror or something like that, you know, up on the mountain. I don't know. Is Teto just gonna keep going? Did you go to Hera?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is running thin for sure. He's got Eastern Palace and, you know, the mountain and these 2 checks. So.
Yeah, but I guess it's just like more and more stuff, you know, is gonna kind of lead him away from that Eastern Palace moon world.
Well, I mean,
he has to go back there eventually, but it just kind of seems like so far, you know, it's like there hasn't really been much else, and then once, yeah.
He's gonna get there pretty quick. Like,
because he's just gonna run out of stuff to do. So,
mirror hammer, and then I don't know, a book, and then outside of that, he's gonna have like literally nothing left. I guess you could get a bow. That would let you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, a bow would be actually really great for Teto, right? Because that would actually put him over to Eastern Palace.
Yeah, but then you do the 50-50 gamble and skip the vanilla big chest.
Oh,
You don't want the bow.
Okay, all right, you know, that's you're definitely not wrong. Hopefully, though, at this point, he would not do a 50-50 gamble.
That's a good point. I don't think you probably would either.
The pearl is in the vanilla big key chest of Eastern Palace. So Humbug decided to sequence break it because he didn't have a lamp at the time, but he went into Eastern Palace early. Teto found the lamp in front of Escape, and he has not been over to Eastern yet.
Alright, well, there we go. So, shovel was nothing, bottle vendor was also nothing. I'm expecting wonderful things up here. Show me a hammer.
Show you a sword? Oh, we're gonna die before we get there? Oh, more money. Okay.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna keep going, I guess. Maybe into Spectacle Rock here, and then... Boy, what if there's nothing in Spectacle Rock? Then I just have to start asking myself questions. It's been a little while since, you know, I've picked up the game myself. You know, I'm getting a little nervous for them here.
You played some of the stuff more recently than you think. Although, by the way, though, you see actually, you know, a Humbug actually trying to, I think, channel his, you know, inner lucky shovel power. He did get a full magic drop, which still won't help him at the time, but I think he's really hoping for that, you know, nth dig 5 rupees that some other people have gotten before, and so that he will be able to afford the bottle.
I did not see what's on Spectacle Rock, but, like, I know it's something. Other than the fact that he's going there, but, like, also because, like, it had to be. Okay, there's our myths.
Hey, look, there are myths. So, yeah, I guess Humbug is still digging for anything that's not like everything else except a rupee.
My gosh.
Poor guy.
The poor landscaper. Man, this is a freaking mess to clean up.
It's like he doesn't even have the money to like pay the landscaper to make everything right. Holy cow! This is an amazing sequence to try and farm 2 rupees. So for what it's worth, not that necessarily I recommend this. There is a 1 rupee pot in the front of Blind's hut. That Humbug probably at this point will save more time than just digging.
That's kind of hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Alright, but I think he's just gonna give up. We're gonna get the 10 rupees here in the well. Holy cow. Yeah, okay, so I guess that early mountain trip was required for Teto, so he's gonna pick up his move pro here.
Yeah, he kind of ran out of stuff to do. He didn't actually go to, well, never mind. I was going to say he didn't go to Kingston, but, like, they're, like, dashing, but again, they don't have the helmet, so he can't run into the grave. So, yeah, he has nothing left.
Yeah, I mean, until we find those real boosts, which, by the way, I mean, just like with any other regular seed, boosts don't have to be logically required, so we may not ever see those boosts. And again, that's another great reason why we start with pseudo boosts. Is why would you want to spend, an hour and a half or however long, with just holding right everywhere?
Have they done exactly the same checks? Did humbugh do both Hobo and Zora?
Correct. Yes, they have done the exact same thing. Humbugh did, Humbugh also went to Zora, he went to Hobo, did Waterfall Fairy.
Yeah, so even, looks like all things considered, he's... I thought his route was just a little bit more efficient for, like, both of them to basically do everything and locate their Dark World access, but he didn't have to make those, separate trips over to Eastern, but kind of felt like maybe that would have been counterbalanced by the fact that he literally dug up the whole entire South Africa.
Poor guy. Yeah, it's bringing back some memories of what was it? We were watching Speed Live last year. It was like ALTTPR cross Factorio, and I just remember a bunch of like lawnmowers, like going through the different screens. Anyway.
Good on humbugh too, just jumping down because.
Oh yeah, I guess he knows, right? Yeah. He must know at this point that this is gonna have to be, something, and he is rewarded with spins. Okay,
and he'll be rewarded with like a 3-screen lead going into the Dark World.
Yeah, I mean, like to get over here, it's like I don't know, like a minute or something like that in order to get to the middle of the big key chest. Maybe it's shorter.
Not from here. Not from. So, you can watch that clock all you want. It's not gonna make it to a minute.
We're still missing a sword, by the way. We're still missing.
No, we know where there's one on Desert Ledge.
That's true. We know one. Yep. Okay. We would. I mean, is it too much to ask for like another sword at some point?
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Just gonna go all the way basically till Ganon, with a single sword. Okay, so Pendant Swamp, Green Pendant Ice Palace, 5/6 Thieves, and Skull. Okay, so humbugh, I believe, does not want to piss off Dunka, and so here we are in the front of Skull Woods with no fire rod and no sword. I guess maybe this is also influenced by the fact he doesn't want to like try and pick up all the bushes to try and get to the Village of Outcasts through this one portal.
I mean, I'm surprised that, in the Dark World, supposed to be in the future, like, how was there even, like, any soil left to grow any plants after he tried to get that money?
So that was in, the south. I believe, at least the north was pretty, still pretty preserved. I mean, but once we
where do you think they got the dirt from to go replace the south?
I think we're gonna need some sort of, like, harp of time or something like that in order to maybe go back and try and, fill up some of our spots.
But yeah, what you were saying, it was Green Pendant Ice, Pendant over at Swamp, and then our 5/6, both the Village of Outcast-ish dungeons over at Thieves and Skull Woods. Man, something that I'm really looking at right now is that, we had these flippers very early, and they locked literally nothing. And look at our 2 Pendant dungeons, the only 2 that require flippers.
Yeah.
Interesting. But, these flippers could also just be, literally nothing. That's an option. They could be for us to get over to East Dark World. Or they could be for us to, go big whammies, big money, big prizes, money tournament, straight to Pendant Swamp, man.
How are you feeling about dipping hookless Pendant Swamp?
What, with no mirror and no hammer?
Oh, that's right.
Probably, it would not be too high on my priority list, but...
It is getting a little bit bully here in Thieves Town. Okay, so humbugh, I think, placed some money on this being ladder and Dunka's tournament. Unfortunately, he just found 10 arrows in the front of Skull Woods, or in the front and the back of Skull Woods. So it looks like we're gonna have to come back here and with the fire rod and with the sword. Hopefully with more stuff than that, but that's at least the bare minimum.
All the big Dunka supporters out there, whenever they get their bow, dude, they're gonna have so many arrows to shoot because they check Skull Woods. It's like
that's the real value. You know, and actually, it would be pretty. It would be really great. Oh, jeez, hello. All right, so there's silvers. That's probably worth getting, right?
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, when you think about it, like those 10 arrows, if you get silvers too, like that even gives them that much more value. So Front of Skull Woods is the play.
Yeah.
Alright. Luckily for Humbug too, he found 300 somewhere. I don't really remember where he had gotten it from, but that's nice because not very long ago he was very short on money, and then he's going to be going to a place that needs money again, so...
Yeah. I think the 300 that he got was off the old man, because that's where else Teto got his money as well. Although Teto apparently has like a ton more money, probably from village stuff. I think that was
Humba didn't Houlihan, and that's why we see him ahead. That's the difference I couldn't put my finger on. Okay. Yeah, so it even worked out in the end. Like, he thinks he, you know, may have lost all that time trying to dig for that 2 rupees, but it was still faster than the Houlihan, all things considered.
Oh my gosh, dude. There must have been like 25 dig. It was probably, I mean, it might have been actually, it was probably more than Teto's dig game. For how many times he had to dig up in the South.
No, it was for sure. It was quite a few.
Oh, so apparently, okay, chess game also 300. Okay, so yeah, money problems are now over. I don't believe, though, Humbug has actually checked Sick Kid, or Lazy Kid, and if this is because this is Duncan's tournament. I think that was actually one difference that, versus Teto.
Wait, they have a bottle?
Oh, sorry, a bottle vendor. I'm sorry, that is what I mixed.
No, I think they both did it.
Did they? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right, because that's why Humbug he eventually dropped down to the well and decided to
yeah.
and then got 20 in return. Never mind. Yeah, I got you.
No worries.
Oh hey, look, we got another blue weapon. Oh yeah, you know what? Speaking of Lazy Kid, oh what the heck?
Everything we need.
It
goes to the back of the sword.
I am speechless. What back of the sword? How about mini Moldrum Cave? How about ball and chain guard, dude? We don't need any more target practice. We're still missing a sword, by the way, in order to use bombos.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but, you know, you can taunt them a little bit before you actually cast it.
Also, speaking of no sword...
items, though.
Yeah, speaking of no sword, though, Teto couldn't aim and hammer dash through those pegs. That's probably one of the best things, but you do need a sword for that.
Do you need boots for it, too?
Oh yeah, that's, actually, is that...
I legitimately don't know. I feel like you do, but I do not know.
I want to say that you don't, only because you can hook speed with pseudo boots.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, but only with the hook shot. What about with the sword?
You should, yeah, you can spin speed too.
Okay, I legitimately have no idea.
Yeah, you can't water walk. I know that, you can't water walk, but I think you should be able to have all the movements. So I think you should be able to item dash. But I guess we're gonna find out in this case if we can actually do that once they eventually find a sword.
That's an interesting way to whatever. I guess that makes sense. It's an interesting. It's a hard one to balance there.
Yeah, Tato's really kind of like putting this Houlihan money to use, though. He's bought at least 2 sets of bombs, and he bought a red potion. Potentially, this is going to be a pod play. Teto is remembering that he can't block with pseudo boots.
The sprite does have a big helmet, but not the.
That's true.
But it took all this up to Pyramid to Catfish. I wonder if Humbugh will do the same. Like Hammer and Flute there in Hype Cave, I feel like. Hey, there's a sword.
Oh, hey, there is a sword. Yeah, I guess just keep going from Hype Cave. Yeah, so Tato's gonna go activate his flute, go talk to Sick Kid this time with that bottle, and then I guess would you just go into Thieves Town?
Yeah, you might as well. I'm curious what Humbugh's gonna do here, because this is such a very interesting Hype Cave where you have nothing going over here. You're thinking I'm on my way to pod, and then you get these items that can all of a sudden just change your mind in a snap. And as we see, a save and quit there.
Yeah, so I guess maybe this is flute activation, and then yeah, most likely you're right. It's going to be probably maybe over pod.
You know what they both regret right now? The fact that neither of them grabbed the Smith, because they just ended up going right back.
Yeah.
But again, like they had nothing going on, so it was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And you know what? Maybe you just don't check the Smith ever, and then there's nothing there, and it's a time save.
Yeah, that's true. Any check that you don't do that doesn't yield to anything is going to be a time save. Right now, though, I think Teto probably does have a very early advantage though with that one sword from Catfish. I mean, the first sword, especially even 30 minutes in, is gonna be pretty good because we haven't really seen any other type of like weaponry that they can swing. And you know, and even like for these like little like minor things, like these like being able to dash.
They have a bug net. They've had a bug net for a while.
They have a bug net, that's true. But it only works on Aga, and they don't seem to be interested in going over there like at all.
So Teto did not check.
Yeah, that's right. I think he was too excited about
being able to actually do like anything. Something? I can only imagine. Yeah.
Alright, this zone is going to be pretty reasonable as well. Humbugh checking out the Mire area. It is Quake that we do not have. But hopefully he's going to be able to find his own sword somewhere else. That's a nice dash in between those Sparkies.
Yeah, you gotta hit that button pretty quick there to make that one on time. Well, nothing there, but he did get information.
Yeah, so that's going to be definitely a requisite medallion. Both Turtle Rock and Mire are medallions. We don't know, of course, what Turtle Rock is. It's not like we can go up there now, but I think they both probably have more interesting things to go to. Or, you know, a Humbugh is just going to go up to Dark Knight Mountain immediately. He's going to get... Or he's not, and he just probably meant to flute to 8? 2? Oh, potion. Gotcha.
Interesting.
I guess maybe this is also pot play then? Like, if he wants a potion?
Yeah. He might be still thinking like pods on the table if you're grabbing that potion, or you know, just still like good to have, maybe for what else is in store. Could be like wanting to go to Thieves too. You're not really comfortable doing this whole dungeon without sword or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because Teto has a sword, right, from Catfish, and like Humbugh's gonna have to do basically hammer blind if he can't find anything here. Yeah.
I was wondering if like this was the play that Humbugh was gonna do. I mean, it, like, you know, makes sense. It's a crystal, but not having the sword. I mean, it will like just in general make you a little bit slower. You can't dash through things. You can't like, I don't know. The sword is a very nice utility. You know, just getting things out of your way because everybody likes to clog fire exits and be in the way.
There's no like OSHA or like government safety organization.
Not in the Dark World for sure. They disbanded that. That was like one of the first things to go.
I mean, this is what happens when you're under a dictatorship. So I mean, totally understandable.
Get hitting a little too real to home, but like.
I'm sorry, Ak. It's supposed to be a holiday. We're not supposed to be thinking about
that. It's a holiday playing a video game.
I apologize.
Well, there you go. A nice God Pixel from Humbugh here, and it is useless because no sword.
Yeah, I mean, Teto basically didn't really have to stop for much of anything, and then, this is pretty much going to be on script with that sword. I don't think Tato's too worried. He does have a red potion, though, and he did go buy one. Humbugh, he is a very excellent player, certainly, but, even dying to blind is really not be very much fun.
No. But I mean, it's not the fact that he's like, not necessarily incapable of finishing the dungeon, but like when you're at this level of skill level, these minor time saves over the course of a run, like they can be the difference.
And also probably like he knows that he's racing Teto, and Teto's been pretty, on fire, right? 3-0 last week in groups with a 51-39 time in open boots. So Teto also, I think, played his first round of the main tournament against Shady, took that game. I mean, this is a pretty formidable opponent here.
Yeah, they both have one win in the other tournament that they're in. Whereas Humbugh, I think, has a loss and Teto doesn't. So yeah, we can just say that Teto is just everything that Humbugh is, but better.
All right. Okay. So Teto's actually demonstrated we can hammer dash with no boots and with the sword. So
okay, sweet. No, thank you for.
And that's a pretty dang important item to get at.
We are going to need that today, I think.
I mean, unless maybe they actually find real boots and then you are willing to at least hover all of Turtle Rock. I guess you can't really do anything in Mire.
No, I mean, well, until we have Quake, but then, I mean, they can do all of it, they just can't finish it.
That's true. Alright, so it looks like Teto's remembering that he can now pick up the Smiths, so I'm going to assume that he is just going to flute right back over to the village. And then hopefully he'll also remember to go check Sikit. Lazy kid that he didn't do the first time.
He only needs he doesn't need $625. 624 is fine. Don't do it. Skip it. All right, I want to check out this hammer blind fight though. Good 3 hits there. No hits himself. Can't complain about that. That's all right. Took a little iframes to deboost his way. He's thinking like, I will outlast you, blind. You can't keep up with me.
No, this was a really great job, humbugh.
Yeah, that was really good.
Like, no fear or anything like that. You know, we got a crystal down a piece.
One obtained, maybe a little bit more difficult than the other.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but it's hard, like you know, going all the way up to catfish. I think Teto was probably just, you know, committed, right, to that path. And humbugh, I think as you just said, like can't even remember all of these, like hammer, flutes, bombos. There was something else in there. I mean, but it's just like there was just so many good things.
And a bottle, right?
And a bottle. Oh yeah, that's right.
Was that the bottle there? It was somewhere over there.
Yeah, that's right. It was a bottle there. We did find another bottle, I think, in Thieves Town, and so like there was a 3rd bottle on Library, but we're just not. I mean, that's gonna be 5 rupees at this point. So.
Yeah, we're still looking for the helmet. Oh, there's only 2 bottles in this mode?
There are 4 bottles. We can only keep 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is actually pretty very similar to SGL's mode settings last year. I think the main difference actually is just that it's open instead of standard start, and it's pseudo boots instead of regular boots.
Oh, right. That tournament was like a year ago though, so.
And, you know, that is true. It was certainly in 2021.
Now, interesting route decision here from humbugh, as I think he just did like a save and quit after he finished Thieves Town, and he's coming over here to... Oh, this just says that he's doing purple chest, whereas Teto did not. Okay, so he'll get his cane. I think I mean, I think this is what's telling, is that he's actually planning on doing purple chest. That's what I believe in.
Okay. Is Teto hopping into ice?
You know what? We got a sword, we got a bombos, we got a hammer, we got a cane of Samaria. What the heck, why not? Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like we did technically find half magic also in Blind Cell. It was just a little small magic decanter that did not help him whatsoever.
Yeah, is that like the more literal half magic?
Yeah. 8th magic, actual.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
This place, well, okay, so Teto does have blue mail, and he does have a potion, so probably won't be too bad, but yeah, the offensive power, though, that he has is not going to be very, very pleasant.
Yeah, but that's fine, you just don't kill the boss, you get your bow and you leave.
Oh, easy, okay. Green Pendant doesn't tempt you at all?
I mean, it depends what else you get.
Also, no hook shot, so I guess you really gotta know your bomb jumps.
Oh, yeah. You can't hover without the real boost.
That's true, yep.
You will have to know those. Anyways, there's cane acquired for humbugh, and then we will see purple chest, which was something we didn't see on Teto's side, so... You know what? I hope he gets a sword here, because then it can be like even. 1 orphan sword for each of them.
Man, but I mean, it's like, do we have any other, like, locations, I guess? Like, so, I mean, so Teto has all the front of Skull Woods.
All of Pod?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We do have all of Pod ready to be explored.
Then yeah, I think that's it. I mean, there's, you know, Spike Cave there. Whether or not, like, how that works, given that we don't have the invincibility items.
Oh my gosh!
That's a mirror there.
That is a mirror.
That's pretty good.
That might be better than a sword, honestly. Well, you know, so with that mirror...
I would say so. Well, I mean, technically, we did get a sword from it. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Actually, humbugh probably remembers, like, finally, after 40 minutes, I'm gonna finally be able to get that sword from Desert Ledge that I saw at, like, you know, the 5-minute mark. He's gonna be pretty happy. You can do Checkerboard Cave, you can actually get into Desert at this point. We can also now do Hookless Pendant Swamp. That is also on the table for humbugh.
Yeah. All 3 items were the first 3 chests here in Ice Palace too. I've been looking at this, and they were nothing, but he has already full of confidence, and then, as you should be if you're in this position, with his, you know, unbeatable moxie that he's had, but Teto is going for the boss. He's already tracked it, he believes.
Yeah, it looks like it. He just needs a little bit more magic. I'm not sure if...
I think he's grabbing a heart. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, he only has bombos. There's no fire rod here, and so magic's not really gonna be able to help him. I guess he just wants all the health he can get. That Stalfos was not helping.
I could understand that. It's a tough fight. But then also, maybe you just want to, like, have enough magic to cast, like, Bombos in extra time, just to show, you know, Cotton Candy who's boss. It does nothing, but, like...
There are 3 Cotton Candy, so you really have to, like, you have to assert yourself for this. Yeah, is this the Swamp Palace dip on Humbug side that we were just talking about? I kind of hope not.
Maybe like Cave 45.
Oh, Cave 45. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about the fact that.
I doubt it. We have all of like Death Mountain now open to us as well. He might actually just go get his other sword as well to say, you know, was there something over here?
No, there wasn't anything on the island. Oh no, there was a Cane of Burna here. And I guess he maybe is thinking about this for Spike Cave.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, why is he, you know, it's like, if he wants to go to Ice Palace, he does have a flute. Like, he definitely can flute to 8, like what Teto did, and Teto just basically demolished what's there.
And got his green pendant.
Yeah. Was there anything of value in Ice that you saw? Okay, alright. Hopefully the green pendant will then also, you know, be something of value for Teto, because yeah, I think you mentioned this earlier, so like the mountain is totally open, so we can also go up to Hera as well. We can do Spike Cave. No Ether Tablet, no book, also no second sword for Humbug, so
and then we can go into Hookshot Cave and we can look at the chest and we can...
That's true. Maybe the hope is that we're gonna be able to find a hookshot somewhere. Okay, so if you find something good early here, like would you just bail on Hera? Or you find an item and then like would you just leave or would you continue?
I don't know. It's tough to say. You know what? I mean, honestly, he could leave. Because he's gonna check Spike Cave. I would assume
because he
actually really wanted that Burna. And I don't think you want that to be like sunk time, so you'll probably come back and do it, and then you can, you know, base your decisions on whatever we find over here in Paradox Cave and Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, looks like Humbug's gonna bail. Teto wants some more potions, and unfortunately Green Pendant turned in a hollow sword. Well, Humbug is going to be on Master Sword here.
And we get to go into Hookshot Cave and stare at the chest too. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, now this is interesting from Tato's side. I kind of wondered if he was going to go to Pod next after this, because it's either that or I guess like Purple Chest or Front of Skull Woods to him, and I could see why Pod seemed like the better play. And he can still get like rewarded, you know, immensely here with, you know, say a bow or something like that, but that mirror is in quite a nasty spot.
And yeah, I'm trying to think, do you think the mirror is actually required?
It doesn't have to be, but it
it certainly has made Humbug's life a whole heck of a lot easier so far. I mean, we don't have the hookshot, like we don't really know where that is. But I mean, at least like, you know, Swamp is a pendant, for example, right? So it's not like it's, you know, explicitly required. The mirror is going to make Humbug's routing decision or routing lives both inside the dungeons and out. Like for instance, you know, having the mirror here in Pod would make Tato's life a whole heck of a lot nicer. You know, he's also on blue mail as well, so death warping is going to be even more painful.
It's so good to get it from, I guess we are going to open those chests in the Hookshot Cave as we have a hookshot. But yeah, he got that mirror from Purple Chest too, and like that's such a relieving feeling knowing that like you had to do that mirrorless to get it.
Yeah, that's actually true. Well, actually no. So in this case, like the mirror in this case like locked the hookshot, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. So unless they were going to hover over here, which we would need
which I guess we don't even know where the
need to
are.
be pursued. But yeah, that mirror seems a lot more super required than it was before.
I guess, well, they did, you know, you did mention they picked up the Bucknet, and we do have 2 bottles, so yeah, they could also, Fairy Hover Revival, you know, over here, if they actually did have the real boots. What are we hoping here for?
I mean, that would be something spectacular to see.
Okay, so we can also get into Turtle Rock. That is the actual like good bombos, not the, you know, no rats, no mice in sight. So it's perfectly okay to be able to cast the Medallion.
I thought I saw one there in the corner.
That is, I don't know if it's wishful thinking or or anything like that.
I swear I saw one.
Yeah.
burst into flame there. There's an early item over here in Pod 2, so that makes me think that a good portion of this dungeon might be bowlocks. But that would also, like, really require me to pay a lot of attention and know what I'm talking about, and like that's probably unlikely as well. So,
well, we haven't seen anything good so far in Pod, at least, right? Like
we get a shield.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do have a shield, which means that if Teto wants to go inside Swamp Palace, he does have the defense in order to ward off some of the moblins.
Yeah. It's not so bad.
Oh my gosh, there's a third sword, and oh my gosh, dude, that man. Oh, and the boots! Holy cow! All right, okay, I believe now officially we're gonna need that mirror.
that mirror is pretty important.
Oh my gosh. All right, so oh my gosh, so Humlung's like never gonna go visit Catfish, basically. I mean, I guess he'll know if he ever goes over there. But yeah, like there are 3 swords here. Yeah. Okay, you got one that's locked by the mirror, right? So there is the one on Desert Ledge, which of course we haven't seen the book yet. There is the one that we just found Hookshot, and then there's the third one right here where Humlung's gonna get from Floating Island. That is crazy.
There you go. I wanted that purple chest to, give them each a, a sword. That they both have orphaned, but the purple chest gave him 3.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say, I think Humbugh in this case kind of got the better end of the deal. He was delayed in this case by getting a sword, 10 minutes later than Teto, but then he basically just got 2 more after that, and Teto's, that one sword he got from Catfish is not going to yield him 3 more swords.
Yeah, he even forgot the VIP pass for the elevator up to the top of Hera. You don't have to go through the standard lobby for the economy customers. You can just go right to the skyrise here.
Yeah, we even have the big key too, so it's not like we even have to worry about if we left anything behind. We have like a master key, so we can basically just unlock whatever door we want. Okay, so Teto found an ice rod in Pod, and I don't think he found anything else, especially looking at the tracker.
I'm a little confused right now.
About what?
Didn't we see 2 items in Hera? We just saw a shield. Wasn't there 3 bombs in the front?
I am trying to remember what I saw in the map chest, and I now don't remember. For sure we saw the shield here, in the upper part of...
Maybe I missed it, but given the fact that we don't have a small key and then you just got a map, I'm gonna say that...
Yeah. that sounds pretty good. And that because, like, the map chest actually does have just an item, and it probably was not anything important, so...
Yeah, because the small key should be self-locking. Yeah. Alright. Well, we got the pendant, just in case we are going to pull pedestal.
Yeah, and it's relatively fast, right? Here too, and looks like
it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Yeah, especially if Humbugh wants to kind of end his route here in Spike Cave. It's a very he was gonna go already running over here anyway, so should be fine. So so nothing in ice for Teto, nothing. Well, okay, the ice rod is important. We are gonna need that, but it was pretty much like right along the way. It was in the compass chest, which is like the turtle room for in Pod, but really nothing still to kind of help out Teto. So it looks like he is going to finish up the front of Skull Woods. Also found his already 1 item, which was 10 arrows. He'll probably scout Bumper Ledge, but no mirror means he still can't do like Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, Teto is like, he's going to last location as mirror. I think. I can't think of anything that he has not done that he can do right now. And he's, doing it in, like, the most reasonable way as well. Like, alright, fine, I'll go into Skull Woods. Oh, nothing here. Oh, well, I guess I'll do Purple Chest. Oh, well.
Yeah. It just happens to be that does, the one pretty terrible location, does, which is the Purple Chest. For both of them, because it's mirrorless, and it just happens to have the mirror in this case, unfortunately.
But can't say that that's not going to still give Teto outs, because Death Mountain did have a lot of good items, but really, like, nothing so far that we've seen that gives us that next piece.
Yeah, we're still
So
missing. Yeah, we're missing like a fire rod for sure. You know, we are still missing a bow. And of course, bows are not progressive. You know, we did see silvers on Bumper Ledge. You know, on Humbug side shortly, presumably on Tato side as well. And so like we're still missing.
and Quake.
And Quake, that's right.
Yeah. And there's still a lot of nasty spots that can be there that Teto can get there a little bit quicker than Humbugh. Maybe. I mean, it really all depends. And Humbugh still might even go to pod too. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and the pod right now, you know, kind of after these types of, you know, these locations, it's not like, you know, it's actually looking pretty appealing, you know, in terms of item density.
You know, I think funny enough too, like, you know, Humbug gets to skip the catfish sword, which obviously saves time because walking the catfish takes a while. Going up all the way to the top of Hookshot Cave takes a little while too.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
like Teto might be able to skip that one, so it could balance out a little bit. I would definitely say Humbug has a pretty nice advantage here, especially if we see a bow coming up.
Yeah. It will actually be pretty funny for Teto because he'll get his like. He'll get a second sword from Desert Ledge, right? Once he gets this mirror here, that's probably going to be the first place. He's going to see the third sword of Floating Island. He's going to open up Hookshot Cave first, and he's going to get his tempered, and then he'll just bail.
Yeah.
Floating Islands.
Maybe you'll just grab it, like, out of, you know, not really.
Yeah. Well,
I told my brain told me I should go.
Yeah, he wants 20 extra rupees or something like that.
Oh, that would be really funny. They're right, because they changed. Oh man, I could totally see myself doing that on accident. Alright. Well, looks like we have a item left on Llama. Will it be our bow? Will it be our fire rod? Will it be literally nothing?
Yeah.
See.
I mean, right, so right, Humbug can go to Pod. That is a not completable crystal dungeon. Humbug can go to Swamp with that mirror. He has no hookshot, so also not completable, but also significantly probably less appealing because not only does it take forever to get into Swamp, oh no, I guess he has a hookshot. Oh, no, he has a hookshot. Never mind. We got that up on Paradox Gate. Okay, so he can finish up Swamp. Where would you go,
From his position, yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, he's gonna have ice on the table. He's gonna have Swamp on the table. He has Pod on the table.
Oh man, so many.
I could definitely make
there are a lot of pretty tempting options, and I guess like he just has to kind of pick which one he thinks is the correct one.
I mean, we're just sitting here like swamp, because you know we've already seen the ice and Pod. Yeah, K45 and Graveyard Ledger, I think too.
Oh yeah, that's true. And Graveyard Ledge right now is pretty isolated for Humbug. Like he's already done King's Tomb. Teto might have more of an incentive to go back there just because he hasn't gone that direction, because like Humbug got the mirror pretty early, and so like once he ended up getting the boots as well, like I think he decided to King's Tomb, but Teto does not have that completed yet. Teto, I think, temporarily went back to muscle memory to go check what's inside Spectacle Rock Cave, but
you want to see if these gloves glow like mushrooms and get the golden glove.
Yep. This is like the platinum glove in this case.
Okay. Alright. This is an interesting thing. And yeah, here we go. Humbugh, being the gentleman and the good sport, he's going to give back a little bit of time here and do Ice Palace. And then, again, this is where... Man, we'll have to see how this plays out. If... The three items are very early, so you can just leave. But then he also, like, literally went and killed Moldorm just for a pendant. But I think that was because maybe he miscounted, because he still had a 1 on his tracker, but I mean, you know, that's his business, not mine. I have no idea.
That's true.
So we'll get to see how that's going to work out for him. And then he's also, if he does go to Cold Stare, it is going to be much faster than, you know, what Teto did. Even though Teto had a pretty good fight, but like, you can't compete with Tempered.
Right, exactly. I mean, right, like Bobless Cast is gonna be the same, but I mean, it's like you have a Temper Sword, which probably at this point, you know, Teto and Humbug for that matter, like are pretty well practiced in doing, you know, Temper Sword Cold Stare, and yeah, significantly faster than trying to spin once with the one sword and then try to get everything down with the hammer.
But I mean, like, obviously looks like humbugh in a you know, the driver's seat of this race. I could almost agree to that, but it just takes, you know, one little twist. You know, one fire rod there on graveyard ledge, which leads you to your bow and your quake somewhere else. Meanwhile, you're off in Pendant Swamp, getting literally nothing.
And also, like, would you do left side? Did humbugh forget something?
Yeah, he forgot to open his chest.
Okay, alright, okay. I was like, did he already get 3 items or something? No.
Oh wait, no, that was.
Oh no, yeah, it's okay. But he still needs a key.
Did he not hit the switch? What? Huh? Yeah, I don't.
He did not hit the switch, I want to say. I don't remember him doing so.
He's gonna go find the big key then.
So Teto, still having the fighter shield from wherever. Oh, from Pod. The fire shield that he would have gotten from Hera turns into a blue rupee. At this point, like, he doesn't know that just because there's so many other blue rupees in the pool. But you know, we have the benefit of seeing humbugh's free too.
Man, this is such a reasonable thing for him to do because he's like, I'm gonna full clear this dungeon anyways. I'm not gonna hit the switch and save the time. Boy, it really blows up in your face
right?
whenever you get all 3 items in the beginning, and then you have a green pendant sitting at the end.
I guess is this a lesson then? Is this a lesson to basically just hit the switch like always?
I think so, honestly.
Okay. Because I mean, yeah, so like basically, like, you know, Teto hit the switch, and then he was basically, you know, the bulk of his time was spent basically, you know, on cold stare, and it's kind of like humbugh would have gotten actually a little bit of time over Teto, but then, you know, he ended up basically doing the rest of Ice Palace in a trade.
Hey, my 3rd sword.
Yeah,
cool.
Hey, my 3rd sword. Let's go get our 3rd sword, and then let's actually just not have to go get it because we're gonna get our 3rd sword hookshot first.
Yeah. I don't know, I think maybe in some cases hitting the switch is like, or not hitting it is fine, but I think, I don't know, I would say just to keep it simple so you don't like accidentally mess up, you know, in other rounds where you're not maybe paying as close attention to all the parameters, just do it every time and then it can't go wrong.
Now, it looks like maybe Humbugh was trying to do a 6-slash. I don't know how successful that was, but you know, it's just he's just gonna slash a couple more times, and then you know, bolsters. Yeah.
They're all dead. I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's his next move here? Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. If he flutes to 5, but he starts in the Dark World, oh man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was gonna say, like it's very, I think. You know, for him, it's like he could probably go turn in the green pendant immediately, right? But yeah, I guess he just doesn't want to go do swamp. Even though I don't know, that mirror, it seems like it would be like that would be the thing that he might want to press, right? Just because it was in such a terrible place.
Okay, he's not going to the Dark World, and like I mean, it's easy for us to.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Don't worry about it, man. Like, come on. You're thinking, I'm already coming over here, I might as well. There could be just a bow chilling there. And then my opponent didn't get the mirror and they have that bow, so I want to defend again. I mean, there's like 8 million different ways you could look at this. However, he did not go to the Dark World, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to go right back, but it means he's not going to go to right back because we're going to Swamp, baby.
Yeah, it looks like. So, do you think this is almost gearing up for a blind pet pool? He did finish ice.
It does appear to be on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, he finished ice. He finished Hera, intentionally or not. I guess we're still not sure. Did not use the shield to his full capacity going into Swamp Palace. But I guess with this, I don't know, but I guess it's still kind of like not a great. I mean, okay, like you're still looking for the fire rod in this case. Like you would ideally maybe like to do that in combination.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of setting us up for maybe the double blind dead pull because I don't know. Teto might just go straight into Swamp too, as he went. He killed.
Yeah, he also did kill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes from his position, I could see it because he already did what was a useless ice. Yeah, he's gonna go to swamp right after this.
So, okay, from Teto's perspective, he has the King of Samaria, and I don't think humbugh. I don't remember if humbugh did. Like, would you go in to turn a rock?
It's a little bit easier for him to do it from his perspective because he already did Spike Cave. It depends whether how enticed he is by these boots and this hook shot.
That's also true. But I mean, like, so you're also in Teto's position where you went into Ice Palace early and you didn't find anything, and then you also did Hera for, I guess, like for nothing, and then you also went into the front of Skull Woods. Like, you also last location your mirror. Like, I mean, Teto's for sure gonna open this up. It looks like he's gonna go in. I mean, you can get locked out pretty easily, like from pretty quickly, but also like, I don't know, what happens in the fire rod is just here.
If it's just here and like the bow is here as well, that's huge. I mean, that's like almost potentially race changing.
Yeah, because the fact that humbugh has not been to Pod means that he does not have the ice rod, and Kane was in hammer pegs, which I think humbugh did not. I still want to say humbugh didn't have when he was up here.
Like bow just being here too kind of makes things a little weird altogether. Like bow in TR and ice rod and Pod. Like, how do you sequence that one right? Nothing in swamp so far. There's a small key.
Yeah, not locked out so far, so Teto can still keep going. I guess we can still get all the way to Laser Bridge, right? I'm not sure if this is what you want to see, if there's nothing here, but also, like, if you just get something... actually, can you get something without getting locked out? Like once you get an item, you have to basically stop, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be small key, big key.
Okay.
And then small key, and then you can go to Laser Bridge.
Oh jeez, no, Teto! Oh no! Not enough iframes. Does he have a fairy? I know he's a potion.
No.
It's like no.
We're going back. We're committed. I like it.
He did. Oh no, but the chest. He still has to do chomps again, which is unfortunate because he didn't get to open the chest. So I think he has to respawn the chest.
I don't even think that chest appeared. I think he got chest.
Okay, you know what?
It was close, but I think he got bit.
Alright, we finally got left side swamp. Oh, there is the Quake.
We are going to need that Quake.
That is 100% required, so we are gonna have to deal with this.
That is going to make things messy, and then we are out of TR. Well, that hurts right there.
Yeah, that is also like the Chop's death also did kind of set Teto back a little bit as well.
Well, he's got the boot checks, he's got the handful of mirror checks, finishing desert. Okay, I guess it's Monk Rocks.
Okay, I was like, wow, like what? This is some routing on the overworld. Kingston Monk Rocks? Is that?
That's a way to do it.
Yeah. Didn't actually, because like I guess maybe if you want to do that, you can also maybe flip to 2 and then run over. I guess it isn't really think about it.
Yeah, but this way's more cool because not very many people do it. Therefore, it's like, wow, that's amazing.
Alright, humbugh here is at least in the back of swamp, and he didn't find anything. He is missing the big key, so I guess maybe at this point, either. Did actually get all the items in swamp?
Boy, I wasn't counting and looking at his tracker. Neither was he.
Come
on, man, help us out.
I know, so he's missing the big key for sure. And he did find I want to say it was a map in the map chest, but I don't remember what was in the compass chest.
I just remember Quake. That's it.
Yeah. It was 2 items on left side swamp too.
But yeah, I mean that's like best case scenario for humbugh right now. He has very little stuff left that is going to lose him time, like that, you know. He can do that, I guess Teto won't, because he's done like everything. He keeps, you know, running into walls. He's last location twice. And I mean, it's not that it's necessarily been that different from humbugh's side, but like when you have a seed like this and it's so linear and you have to do like one thing, like any sequence that's, you know, just a little bit better, or any like order that works out a little bit more, I mean, like that lead is like really extrapolated on.
Okay, so apparently the big chest has items. We just got the big key off of Argus, and Humbug was counting. He just didn't get a chance to update his tracker. He's gonna go back and do his counting.
Okay. Now, when you pull your pet, do you do it now? Do you go do Maya first?
Oh man, I mean, you. Okay, so what is it? He's still missing Fire Rod. He's still missing Bow. He's still missing Ice Rod. Like, I would assume that you want to go to Fire now, or K45 first.
Yeah, K45.
That's also a good option. But I mean, but it's like you're not one item from go mode, right? So like I would assume that you would still want to go clear out, you know, another crystal dungeon if you can, before kind of going all the way back there. Especially if you can maybe find a fire rock, you know, in order to combine that with skull woods.
But like you just, I don't know. You think if you did a whole pendant dungeon and you got nothing?
I mean, well, he knows that he needs Quake, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean like Ice and Hera.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You put off Ped, and then you feel like you've given up on that investment. But
yeah, that's actually a good point. Because he also, yeah, we saw him basically turn in that green pendant immediately too, right? So.
Yeah, I suppose unless he got like Bow or something. I don't know. I guess like Tato's best case scenario here is somehow Humbugh finds his way into Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod.
Oh, without the. Yeah.
But
I
don't think that that's too possible. I mean, he could. I don't know.
What do you think the effect of Quake is on?
I don't know. Killed that thing, didn't it?
I mean, I guess all those things were still missing, or they're still moving. So I guess
he killed one and then let the others watch. No fire, so we gotta do that run. Room a little different, but we did get the fairy, so got some beams.
Okay, yeah, so this looks like after Desert for Teto, he's going into Swamp, so this is gonna be at least good for him. I guess I'm kind of curious to see, because, yeah, we don't have what's on Ped knowledge. Maybe he just, oh man, so Teto also does not like left side Swamp. I'm gonna hope that in this case he does go over there, because if he doesn't, it is not gonna be, it's gonna make kind of like the Sea Dragon even longer for him.
Yeah. 3 items. I don't know which one ends up being faster.
The big key was also on Argus, so I assume that if you just go straight to the back, then it would actually be faster to come back in.
Is it faster to do that than like diver down, and then going back in? I have no.
Yeah.
We'll see what he decides to do, but yeah, he will be, you know, having 3 items. But yeah, leaving left side to its own devices is a death sentence this seed. You don't want to do it. But like he's not gonna get anything, you know. So yeah, he gets literally nothing from Swamp. I don't know what is he gonna go do after this. He's like, oh man, I should skip these 2 or 3 items in Swamp so I can go do Graveyard Ledge. I don't know what else he's gonna have left.
I mean, well, why can't he go into Mire?
Because he's not gonna have Quake.
Oh, but Quake is here in Mire, right? Oh no, if he skips left side Swamp, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that is not going to be a good situation for him.
I'm trying to think. I think all he has is left side.
I guess
Graveyard
so,
Ledge.
I guess he can also go pull Ped, right? Like that's another option
and
for
Ped.
him.
That's true. It's 2 for 2. You know, whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, and Ped is all the way up in Dark World or North World as well. So I don't know. Go to Dark World. Go get Graveyard Ledge and then go pull Ped. Man, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it most certainly does.
Okay.
Some things to consider, though. I don't know if we've seen the big key in Mire, but like perhaps in some realm of the imagination, we have nothing here required in Mire, and then we, you know, find go mode, and it's an early big key. And then Teto also has the big key to pod already, which I don't remember where it's at. But if it's in the back, you know, then he didn't necessarily. Well, Humbugh's gonna have to go to the back of pod regardless because of the ice rod. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's in the compass chat, and I also don't remember where it was. I know that Teto, by the time he handed it over, he had a big key.
Oh, There's our big key of Meyer.
Yeah, and so like in map and compass, we're on the right side, or sorry, on the left side of Meyer, like the fire locked ones. So I don't know if there is like a more standard-ish, routing that would kind of try to avoid the cutscene chest, but it certainly seems like it would have worked out in this case.
Oh, there's a bow in the big chest. That's pretty good.
That's pretty important. So I think in this case, then the chances of humbugh going into Turtle Rock without the ice rod is pretty low at this point.
It's kind of like the perfect scenario there. I mean, the other option is like fire rod and graveyard ledge or something that Teto makes his way to somehow. But like, humbugh is not going to be very far behind as he literally has hardly anything left.
I'm trying to think actually at this point. So, what else is left after this? I guess we can go get like we still need other things to open up other things, right? Like we still like a book. In this case, like would open up like some tablets for us. Not that they're super convenient or anything, but that would give us a couple more options. And we've already seen on Teto's side that when he went into Turtle Rock without the fire rod, he got locked up pretty early, or at least at Chomps, and there wasn't anything good for him.
Yeah. And Teto did not make the play on left side swamp immediately. Dude, somebody should go back and like crop humbugh's swamp and tell me how long it took. And then if Teto goes back and finishes his swamp, let me know how long that one took. Okay. And then also subtract execution factors.
Oh, okay, all right. This sounds pretty complex.
Yeah. I'm tasking this only to the most trusted official, and like honestly, I can't think of anybody else better to do it than Herfy Durfy. So he is definitely the giraffe for the job.
That was actually a really nice face too on Teto's side. Basically just like spammed out the ice drop, but even did it in such a way that basically he got Argus in the corner, so it was just a really nice fast kill.
Yeah, it was definitely like kind of one of the only ways to get the quick kill with the loadout he had, so.
Oh yeah, and actually apparently, according to at least Teto's tracker, oh my gosh, never mind, there's the fire rod. Are we in go mode? Jack?
No.
We are not in go mode?
I mean, well,
sorry,
we're not playing.
Fair,
he just needs the ice rod, but it's
yeah, and I guess right. So he'll, I guess, assuming he full clears out pod, I think he'll be all set to go.
Yeah, but he could go do Skull Woods and then do Pyramid Fairy into pod, and then that would give Teto like the tiniest little inkling of maybe there's a chance. But outside of that, like he could waste a little time and do Graveyard Ledge and Pyramid Fairy, which I mean would be really helpful, but I don't know if it's gonna cut the mustard.
Yeah, right. So the good news, of course, for Teto is that he's here in left side swamp, so I think he can also potentially save some time in Meyer if he doesn't do cutscene chest, and then once he gets the big key and the big chest, he can basically go straight to the boss and hope that the second item's there, and he'll get rewarded for it.
I don't know what he's gonna do here. I gotta be thinking that I can't imagine neither of them really. I mean, they know that like the items were not good and it was easy to bottleneck, but I can't really imagine feeling very good to how I got to that bottleneck, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I'm right. And the fact that I think like they did ice basically for completely nothing, right? And they did Hera. No, Hera I guess wasn't too fast.
Killed the boss for nothing, and I mean, like it's not the fastest boss, but I mean it's 30 seconds.
Yeah, and they could have left swamp early, but I think both of them kind of committed to basically pedestals. I'm gonna assume that humbugh, after killing Moth, he's gonna go check Bridge Chest because he's still missing the ice rod, and then he's gonna mirror over, check ped.
No, it's Ambrosia. The Moth's gonna have the item. Moth might actually be guaranteed to have the item. I don't know if we got all the keys yet.
Oh yeah, that's also true. I guess I don't know. Alright, Teto has a quick medallion, so he's probably gonna go to Meyer right now.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, we got the second item off of Mothula. Forget the bridge chest, man. Like we're going straight to ped.
Oh yeah, is he gonna pull ped too?
I'm gonna assume he is.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, he's like literally right here. So I think that was probably something that he was maybe hoping to.
Teto's not gonna have to do that. It's time save, baby. She's gonna be in go mode. Oh man.
Yes, everything. Yeah, we always want to see this.
What if he gets a cape and go gets the silvers right here?
Oh, dude.
In the graveyard ledge.
Not quite. What happens? What do you think? Do you think the cape might actually be in graveyard ledge? Then we'll just never see silvers.
Could be in the castle too, right?
The castle?
Alright. The castle of Ganon?
Oh yeah, it can actually be in GT, correct. I mean, there are like a million places that well, maybe not a million, but you know, there are a lot of places where that cape's gonna be. It also could be in Helma, by the way, too, because Teto looks like there was actually one item left in Helma, and presumably that is gonna be in Helma itself. I don't know, so like, if the cape is there, would you go and get silver? Do you think it's worth it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is actually kind of like a pretty big commitment to go back there.
Yeah, it's too long. Too many Dark World transitions and all that, just to, and you like would have literally killed every single boss at that point. I don't think there's.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, you've already gone, you basically already like mow down Vitreous, which is probably arguably like the most intensive or most time advantage for solos.
But given how dumb this Meyer is, I don't really see Teto saving much time in his routing. I think humbugh is like pretty clearly ahead right now, but it would have been really close if he, you know, was like, oh, I've been last locationing everything, I'm just gonna, you know, do my due diligence and do like Pyramid Fairy or something in, like, that definitely wouldn't have been time he wanted to give away, but he didn't, so. Alright, Herfy Durfy is back in chat though. Do you have my report? I wanted that on my desk. Which individual swamp was faster, Teto's or humbugh? I want exact timings. I don't want to have to write a complaint to your boss because he'll ignore me.
Like all the complaints mail, you can basically just just toss it up and throw it out the window.
Throw in the garbage.
Yeah. All right. Looks like the Teto actually is also going to do. Yeah, it's going to do left side. Left side Meyer with. He's going to find the map of the compass. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of unfortunate, right? Just because he knows it's already.
I mean, he like had to. This Meyer layout sucked. I would have been really surprised if he would have managed to somehow like find all of the items and not do these chests. But that's okay. We expected this. We prepared for this.
Yes. Also, no fire rod because the fire rod is on Vitreous, so we're gonna have to go and push a couple blocks and then light a couple torches, the old-fashioned way.
The fun way.
The
USA version. The USA version way. Oh, there's a big key. He can go to the boss.
He can. I'm gonna assume that he is gonna go straight to the boss. So that's exactly
what if he just leaves and is like, it's obviously not in pod.
Oh, that one! Oh my gosh, that would give Teto a whole heck of a lot of time to catch up.
Yeah, I would imagine that would turn the race around. I don't think he's gonna do that, but man, look at that shot. He got it right in the middle of the eye. This guy is so good.
How far behind or ahead do you think Teto or humbugh even is?
But I mean, like how he feels or what it is.
I mean, like no one, like humbugh doesn't know where Teto is, right? Like if he actually knew where Teto is, he would probably feel pretty comfortable. But I mean, like
also be banned.
Is what?
He would also be banned.
Yeah, that is also correct. That is also true.
I don't like again. Ice Palace is such a wrinkle for both of them. Hera is such a wrinkle for both of them. They could definitely make a case for doing it and expecting the other runner to do it, but like I think they could also see them not doing it. The only thing that humbugh can really sit proud on is the fact that he didn't go into pod before he had the bow, and like that's it. Honestly, I think that's it. And then, I mean, he got the mirror, I guess, but
yeah, that was actually pretty costly too. Like the fact that Teto's just didn't have to go.
Well, I mean that was what put him in the pod. Yeah. I can't say that either of them. I don't know. If I was in a position, I wouldn't be like, yo, I'm gonna win this race 1,000,000%.
Yeah, Ice Rod is in pod. It's so Humbug just decided to go straight to Helma, and because he got the big key on the Bollock side, and if he goes, assuming he goes back in, it is in the compass chest, which is like where all the turtles are.
Oh, it's in the compass chest? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was in the dark maze. Okay, well then that's like even better for him because he's gonna skip like basically almost everything in pod because you're not gonna do dark maze, you're not gonna go to the other thing. So that's the long part. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He's probably
that's
ahead by at
definitely
least like 3 minutes
right?
now, I think, yeah.
Well, so with the big key, I guess you would not hammer jump, right? You would basically go to dark maze for her. So
He could hammer jump, and that would make things interesting, but he's not going to because he would lock himself out. And it would be really funny, but he didn't do it. Okay, so no one laughed. And let's go mode.
Yep, that is, yeah. Easy for Humbug. Alright, so that he just needs to go back and finish up. Or actually,
what if he goes to Turtle Rock and then goes to GT and then realizes it doesn't open because he forgot Easter?
Right, that's right.
He ran out of options.
Easter.
Oh, you did?
I totally forgot about Easter. I was like, well, I remember thinking it earlier. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's got the bow. He can do now pod Easter combo, and I got so excited when he found the Ice Rod.
It's kind of crazy too that they got go mode like within 5 seconds of each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Tato is also now go because he got the fire rod from Vitria. So, and he is not gonna have to go full pedestal at all. So all kind of like that entire investment. I mean, not that you expect having fire rod right there, right on Vitrius, but it's kind of like I think he kind of like realizes that he didn't really need to do all those pensions.
Right. But like I said, good sports from both of them for doing all of them. Alright. Well, just Eastern and Turtle Rock. You know, Teto does have a little bit of progress in Turtle Rock that Humbug doesn't, but I wouldn't say that it's really going to save him too much time. In fact, it was definitely a time loss on his part. Yeah, I guess, you know, the map chest or whatever, like, you get to skip that one, but whatever.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be really meaningful, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. And Stalfos did not want to stand still, I guess.
Little low on arrows, you know. It's a shame that we did Skullwood so early and, you know, got our arrow refilled before we could use it.
Yeah,
and that dungeon that had literally nothing, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed. I mean, it had even, like, the best chance to have items, too, because it was a 5-6, so, like, not only was there, like, 2 items in there, but there was 4. And then you can even say that that unlocks Ganon's Castle, too, which has, what, 23, 20, 27 chests, too? And there's going to be nothing in there either, so... Honestly, Skull Woods is, like, the most worthless dungeon I've ever seen.
What do you think about Kate being a Pyramid Fairy? Do you think, I mean, that can unlock silvers. What do you think about that?
They're not gonna get them, though. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's over. Skullwood sucks. I've done the math. People are telling me this.
I mean, only with only 1 arrow, yeah. Like, I guess we're just gonna have to kind of make do with what we have.
Well, he's got that shovel. Actually, you know what? If he starts digging for arrows,
gosh, dude,
that's probably Tato's best chance to catch back up. If he starts trying to dig for arrows.
Humbug was willing to dig in Kakariko, where you saw this, you know, there was like a nice lawn growing, right? I mean, here in Death Mountain, what do you think is actually growing? Like, there's a reason why there are only dead rocks here. Like, there can't be anything of value, right? When you start digging up this place.
I don't know, man. Maybe that's where all the goods are, because it definitely wasn't at the bottom.
Actually, that's true. Humbug dug up literally nothing except nothing. He dug up no rupees, and he dug up like everything else, like full magic, fairy, heart, bombs, like everything, and no money. So maybe there's gonna be something here.
Yeah. So if you're a Teto fan, just pray that Humbug needs to dig for arrows, and then like that's your best shot.
Yeah. So there are, there are 5 arrows, I guess, along like the normal route. If Humbug remembers that.
And then the not normal route's got a couple as well.
Yeah.
I guess you know, you can mimic quick too, whatever. He's all right. He'll be fine. I believe in him.
Yeah, but at this point though, like, so while it's gonna be a little bit, oh, there's a big back here. Yeah. So Teto, I guess, basically still has to. Man, he's not gonna be able to save that much time on the humbug either to go back. He still has to do the fire lock side because that's where the big key is.
Yeah.
And then he got locked out of chops, so it's not like in this case it's gonna be a time save.
Exactly. Yeah. The only thing he has a little bit of a leg up is just getting that small key there, but I mean that's seems to be a little bit less of a time save than the difference that we're looking at right now.
That's true. Yeah, Teto, I mean, he's gonna go all the way back to Helma's store. He's gonna basically, oh man. Well, so Humbug is helping. Humbug is being a bit more sportsmanlike. It's just going on a little bit longer, you know, than the value of the conveyor belt. But yeah, Teto still has this. He still has Eastern, assuming he remembers. He has basically all of extra rock. Humbug is also getting cheese. Almost Chomp's helping him out to kind of mimic the same experience that Teto had when he.
No, they're gonna skip Mimic Cave because they're in go mode.
Oh right. You think he's gonna go outside?
I don't know what line of thought that he is in, and then yeah, what you were saying, he did get those NMG arrows. I mean. Some people like to play the very low % chance that, you know, they won't get locked out or whatnot. Some people like to always play it safe and then, you know, get the big chest just in case the low roll happens. I think that he will skip the big chest.
Okay, so he just won't go outside, basically.
Yeah. But he, I don't know. That's always an interesting one to see.
Because I feel like also maybe if you get like really good pokies, you can just basically, you know, dash straight over. Yeah. But it looks like, you know, it doesn't actually matter because we're just very out. We're skipping outside.
Yeah, save the time. It'll be fine.
Actually, is it how much time is it? Is it like 40 seconds or something like that? 40, something along that order.
Maybe a little less than that, but I mean, like, definitely, it is time. And then, yeah, look, there we go, we're good.
Yeah, that's right, okay. So, yeah, he doesn't have to go either, yeah, he
already
has Smokey, right? Yeah, he just go.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost always the better play to do it. I mean, like, you get burned, like, every now and then, but, like, man, the overall time save you're gonna save over the course of seeds is pretty intense.
Well, but it's like, do you want to like take the chance, I guess, to get burned on what seemingly is a pretty important race? Though I don't know. You know, like expected value is that you should do this, but then I feel like it could burn you in a time where you don't want it to burn you. Yes.
I would be okay losing a race to someone who checks that chest every time, and I would also be okay winning a race against someone who checks that chest every time.
Oh, that's really
so I don't know. I've always been in that opinion that it's always best to skip it, but I think that it is a controversial opinion.
I have never known you to have controversial opinions.
Well.
You know, I'm with you, by the way, in checking the Mickey first. We're looking for an item, so.
Trinex is almost down. He managed to get all of his hearts back too. I think he powdered a fairy. I wasn't really watching.
Yeah.
But...
He got at least one fairy from the pre-lava room with all like the fairies.
But only 6 arrows. Technically, you know, we might need more. So if he starts digging for, I don't know, about a little over 3 minutes, this race could turn upside down. I mean, there's still a chance for, like, you know, wild GT routing too, but I think it would probably have to be something like along the lines of, you know, straight to tile room.
Yeah, because, right, so Teto has the whole Turtle Rock basically to clear out.
Yeah. Well, you know, like 90% of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess I don't know if Teto decides to also go outside if he's one of those people.
What do you mean, those people?
Sorry, like one of those people who always goes outside versus like I'm going to skip the outside and just take the chance. I don't know which one he is.
I think what the classification of people you're inferring here is you have people that are right and people that are wrong. Are you talking about those kinds? Okay, never mind. I was being real nice about my opinion, and it really changed all of a sudden. You should stop talking about it.
Look. Alright, yeah. Humbugh's in GT, so he is also taking what is presumably another potentially controversial decision about going over to Southwestern first. Maybe this is just his normal routes.
Yeah, this one's whatever. This one's fine.
Hey, look, there's the cape. You want to go get our silvers? Oh, you know what? Look, forget about silvers. We just got the Biggie. What is he looking for?
Biggie, silvers, and 20 rupees in the map.
What else is he looking for?
I don't know. Just whatever. You know, who knows what you could find. Maybe a book or something. Do a little light reading, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little reading material.
There's a couple of cutscenes. Yeah, arrows too probably is really intelligent too.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of arrows, oh man, we would really want some buffer here.
That's all right. Let's get the other 5-pack here, and then we're good. As long as we don't miss. But even if we do miss, it's fine. All right. So he's not going to be going outside digging for arrows. It's very sad.
Maybe he'll get lucky that time. This time. You know, he's not looking for money. He's just looking for arrows.
Good dash there. Good dash. That one's always so hard to get.
Well, he has a cape out too. Looks like he doesn't want to kind of take any chances. He's just gonna go straight in through the Gannonballs.
Yeah. I think you gotta be a little careful with how you use your magic though, but not when you're gonna get magic drops around. But we don't have silvers or anything, so you're gonna want to make sure you get the like quick cycle on Lammo, and then you gotta make sure you got enough magic for the torches. He probably has potions though too. I don't know.
He should have at least one blue, I want to say. Like, I don't think he used it or anything. He did buy one pretty early. But he also does have a lamp, so hopefully, you know, he's probably accustomed to, you know, this type of loadout for the end game.
Yeah. I guess he's been doing this for a little while.
You know, Humbugh, I think, is lifetime ranked number 5 on ladder. It's actually pretty remarkable. So, you know, he's played a lot of ranked.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like that he's also kind of interested in saving some magic, because he has quite the full bar.
Yeah, you have to make sure, you know, you got enough to do all this stuff over here, so... That's kind of why I thought the cape was weird. Normally, well, you know what, you just get a free one right there.
Just gets another full magic drop, yeah.
Should've went crazy on that fire rod. Who knew? Good rooms there, good rooms. Now, if he wants to go get those silvers, we do have enough arrows to kill Ganon.
Yeah.
But don't hold your breath.
I mean, well, we do get landed on the pyramid. It's like, you know, Bumper Ledge isn't like, you know, it's not like
it is like... basically a mile away. It's like having to go do your Spiral Cave, but in the overworld to get over there.
Oh, alright, that is, Yeah, I guess that's actually a pretty good point, because there's not like a West Side Breeze version of Dark World, even. It's like, you have to go all the way around, right? Basically, you know, all the way to Half-Fish.
I don't know if we mentioned, but there's 4 runners left in this tournament, right?
Correct, yeah. It is.
So this is like, basically like, you know, the top of the top as far as the competition's concerned, right?
Yeah, we are correct. Absolutely at the top of GT. That is where all the top competitors right now are.
And both of them skip going outside in Turtle Rock. Okay. I don't know how much of a sample source you need. I just wanted to throw a couple data points out there.
Yeah, for sure. So I think Ari also does skip the outside, and because I think he ended up getting kind of burned against an opponent who, like, when he went outside, and then he got beaten by an opponent who did not go outside. So I think.
Oh, I see. So you were you have an argument that works towards my opinion, but you still tried to use that counter argument against me. I see. Huh.
I'm trying to actually think what Broken would do, and I guess I don't know. So maybe the next time he races, we can actually watch.
Doesn't matter. He's already outnumbered 3-1.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
Even if he does do it, we can say that he's wrong.
Not so friendly blue balls, I think, on
Yeah, they're coming at a weird time, but I think he really made the best of a growth situation there. Alright, well, just a Ganon fight. Now, I'd like to say that nothing can happen on a Ganon fight, especially with this amount of lead that we have, but man, it ain't over until you kill Ganon, and things have happened. Doesn't matter how good you are either. I've seen it, you know,
Yeah.
in the low tier level. I've seen it in the high tier level. Anything can happen on this pig. You don't, you know, count your chickens until he's dead.
Yeah, Teto has some pretty recent experience with that in the main tournament, unfortunately, because he was playing Lin, and he was ahead into, you know, he actually defeated Ganon, but unfortunately he was too high up, and the bridge did not spawn when he held up.
Oh, that was him.
Oh. Yeah, it
I
was,
remember seeing that.
Yep.
Well, if Humbugh's a really nice guy, that won't happen to Teto today, because he'll just finish before he gets to Ganon.
Yeah.
As he had a very clean phase 1 and phase 2 here. Did you say Teto was too high, and that's why he fell?
I believe those were my words. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Always, never drink or substance and Ganon, folks. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, what is it? Mothers against something
mad?
driving? Something, yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I know about that.
It's like we did find the silvers in the Dark World. We couldn't get to the silvers, and unfortunately he had the cape inside the tower, so we definitely weren't getting silvers.
Okay, not getting the spin here. I was gonna say this was some really good spinny Ganons here, man. This guy's kind of good. Did you know that?
I figure someone who was also ranked number 5 globally in ladder, and who's also in the main tournament. So yeah, like I figure he probably. He also probably participated in the last year's main tournament where it was standard hard the entire way, so he probably knows a thing or two about doing silverless Ganon.
Yeah, he's kind of good.
Yeah, GG's Humbugh getting first place with a win over Teto, 137-11. This is a pretty dang good time. Also joined by Humbugh. Hello, GG's.
Hello, GG's.
Humbugh, I would like to ask you first. When did you decide to stop digging?
Oh no! What did I do now?
I was just ask, when did you decide to stop digging in Kakariko for 2 rupees?
Yeah, was it dig number 50 that set you off, or was it something else?
Did you count? Was it like
what?
No.
We did
it
not.
It might as well have been.
It might as well have been 50. Who knows at this point? All I had in my head was someone saying that in one scene in one race that Gem just used a shovel once and got a 5 rupee and then got the moon pearl from bottle vendor. So I figured, well, if Gem can do it, why can't I? And then I get nothing but bombs and fairies and magic.
Yeah, it's going to be a very disappointing life for you if you always ask yourself, or tell yourself, if Jim can do it, I can do it. I'm just telling you that from experience. It doesn't work that way.
Fair enough.
Nah, but that was still like a really sick run, and the seed was like kind of gross. You go ahead.
The seed sucked. Yes.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, I thought so too.
The mirror and purple chest, that really did kind of give you like an early advantage.
Yep.
For sure.
I figured.
We also watched Teto get his first sword from Catfish. So like you saved and quit after Hype Cave, right? And so Teto kept going, and it was like, oh man, like Humbugh's even got this Bombos medallion, he doesn't have a sword to use it, and then you got that mirror, and then all of a sudden you had 3 swords from desert and from the mountain. So
yeah, I got from no sword to tempered in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like anyway.
Yeah. Well, I forgot you didn't do Catfish. Was it just like Catfish, Graveyard Ledge? Was that pretty much it?
And Pyramid.
Oh, and then you never... Okay.
And technically, most of the battle pod, since I started.
That doesn't matter, yeah.
No, that doesn't
I was just trying to see what you were at when you made those decisions. I forgot that you didn't do those, but...
Yeah, like getting flute in Hype Cave along with a hammer when I have it's a no-brainer to save a quid. For me. I will always save and quit if I get that. I got that yesterday in a race as well. So, and I did the same thing then.
Did you win yesterday?
I actually did, yes.
Oh, well then, I mean, then clearly that's exactly what you done.
It's working. I promise. But then it just went like straight downhill from there, clearing every pendant, and obviously it's in the last pendant I did on left side swamp. So
Yeah. Yes.
but I knew that when I found Quake, I felt good because, well, I was racing Teto, and he, like, when he has access to left side swamp, he never goes there. So that felt good, at least.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how you would have felt, like, kind of after doing pendant like ice, you didn't get anything, and then you like specifically went and killed Hera or Moldorm for a pendant, and there was no item there. I didn't know that there was a little bit of meta game going with Teto
honestly, left side swamp was a little bit of a meta game. Not that I would have done it differently against another opponent, but I felt differently getting progression from there. Actually.
Okay, for sure.
I actually did, yeah.
Yeah, he actually didn't skip left side either, but when he went into swamp, it would have been quite a decision for him to skip it. It would have been. I would have been like, "Wow, that's really something." But yeah,
that would have been skipping left side swamp for only graveyard ledge something.
It would have been graveyard ledge and pedestal for him. Yeah.
Oh.
And then for you,
that seems
like that and pyramid and catfish and pod.
Yep.
But yeah, I didn't think there was any way in hell he was gonna skip it there. If he did, I don't know. I just would have laughed, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, you also did seem pretty committed to trying to, I guess, work in the pedestal. Like, was that kind of your intention to go and like when you first beat Moldorm for like the first pendant, and then you went into ice, and then you went into swamp, or was it a different ordering? Okay.
No, that was the correct order. Like, it wasn't my intention initially, but when I got hookshot and the only thing it opened up was pendants, I just figured, okay, there is most likely something in a pendant dungeon, so I might as well do them all until I find it.
Okay. I mean, did you know that when you killed Moldorm, did you know that he didn't have an item?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think you still had one in your tracker. I really just wasn't sure.
Well, I had, but I just forgot to unmark it. There was an item in the map chest and one in the compass chest, I think.
Likely story. He says he knew, but his tracker didn't know, and he tells us. I don't know, man. No.
That's not part of the auto tracking, dude.
Also joined by, I think, Teto as well. GG's brother.
Yo, GG's Teto.
Yeah, hey, GG's humbugh.
GG, Teto.
Oh, I forgot the smith. It's like, I realized in Hive Cave, oh wait, you forgot the smith, so that would be huge to turn it in, the bottle and everything else. Clearing Thieves Town, grabbing the purple chest, and oops.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So I had to abandon the purple chest for last locating reasons, so the dip in port, the dip in ice, never really paid off, so that happens.
It does, yeah. And your G's on chat for Teto finishing this up. 143.56, and right, forfeits absolutely do count for as tiebreakers. I believe it counts for for an hour's worth of difference time, so pretty important Teto finishes here.
Yeah, I thought it might be possible to finish without an hour of difference, so I wasn't sure while climbing.
It was tight. We were contemplating about that. We're like, oh man, I don't know if he's gonna make it. Maybe he should go get silvers.
Yeah.
I mean, I was nearly by. Let's do the pet pull for obvious reasons, but yeah, as you said, the time might matter in the end, but you need at least one win in the group stage, so there's still a way to go.
Yeah. I mean, and this one I think is just some additional amount of sequencing. Yeah, you already mentioned the purple chest. It's kind of like if you got the smith the first time, you probably would not have lost located the purple chest or the mirror. You were also, I think, like you also last location your Moon Pearl. I think in Eastern, like humbugh got that pretty early.
Yeah,
because he went to Eastern quickly.
it's like with the non-progressive bows. So like, oh yeah, it's there are items on the Hashwala. Are you going into Eastern Palace right away or maybe later on? So yeah, that's always a hard call in those seats.
Yeah. But Humbo was nice to give you a little bit of the, I guess, routing inefficiency there back when he had to dig up. Like, he tried to dig up 5 rupees and he dug for like literally 50 times. It probably wasn't as much of a time loss as your like Houlihan. I think all things considered, you both were going into the Dark World probably like maybe 3 screens away from each other after doing everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Because you went to Houlihan pretty early, right? Because you were like, I don't know, like 9-10 rupees or something like that short of Zora, and then you decided to go Houlihan, right? Yeah.
I still had to pay the bottle vendor, so I knew I need 100 additional rupees at this point, and before I'm going for Lady Luck and try my best to get this huge amount of rupees, I figured it might be the best for the Houlihan. You start back in Link's house and just go for the water.
No, I thought the Houlihan was a really good play there. And the seed seemed so tough too to like try and foreshadow what you were going to do next, because the items you had were like always so limited, and even when you got something, it felt like you really couldn't do that much.
It's and like what you guys cave. You know the burner cave, the burner is a logic, but why waste another round to get only the burners and for hype cave reasons? So yep.
Yeah, who would do that?
Who would do that, right?
Who would
do that? Oh
man. That's funny.
Like that was just the seed playing me, I feel. Because it felt so awful and everything was just spread out everywhere. I couldn't find anything. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to full clear. I don't care. I'm going to full clear everything. So let's just grab the stupid burner and then you can do Spike Cave along the mountain.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was gross. And Teto, you said you had like forgotten the Smith too. I kind of like wondered about that from both of your perspectives, where it seemed like not grabbing the Smith was a good call there because you just like you did all this stuff and it's like, all right, I really can't do anything except go to East Dark World. So I was wondering if like maybe like Pod was on your mind or anything not Smith. But yeah, when you saw all that stuff in Hype Cave, you were like, man, I really wish I would have grabbed that.
I mean, even with the Smith, bye Smith, hello Kiki at this point, so that would be fine. But after the hype cave, I realized like, oh, you should have gone for the extra few seconds. At this point, it was like maybe I go back just for the voting efficiency. Like I lost 20 seconds, but it's okay. But going catfish, grabbing the sword, it's like, all right, let's do this. You're going to isolate purple chest forever, quotation ever, and maybe this will turn out fine, and you lost like a few seconds there. But no, not today.
Okay, makes sense. I felt like that was definitely a weird call because until you got the hype cave, you literally had like no idea what was going on in the seed. It was just like, am I ever gonna get an item to let me do a dang thing?
It's like after Maya check and why do I have bombos in my progression? It's like maybe it's for Ice Palace. Let's try it at this point because it can't be purple chest, right? And maybe not Skyward's front. Who would do that? I don't know anybody. Starting with D.
I mean, I don't know why they were. It's really like it was awful this seed anyway. So people who did Skullwoods first were, I don't know why anybody would do it. Truth be told. Yeah, sick. Definitely GG's to both of you. Humbugh, congratulations taking down like maybe one of the hottest players in Rando right now. So that is an excellent feat.
Yeah, like my only shot at this was the seed being over 90 minutes. That was the only way I would win.
I got my hot face last week, so this is another week. So let's be real. It's a tough group, and I think it's possible that anybody could get in the finals here. But,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
this the competition here is fierce. That's for sure.
The other two, it's Relkin and Ire.
Yeah,
Yes.
decent.
It's just
Yeah,
an
those
easy
are
group.
pretty
I
good.
mean, yeah,
I've only heard of one of them.
not making the finals would be really disappointing.
Do you guys have the rest of your matches scheduled? Out of curiosity.
Yeah,
I have
currently-
scheduled my race against Relkin for some point.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure to.
It will happen.
Okay.
And Airy, that will also happen at some point.
Yeah.
Probably Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, I get all my games done by Wednesday, so at this point I can lie back and just watch the other play this week.
That's the way to
Okay.
do it.
Play against Welkin tomorrow on Tuesday at let me do quick math here.
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30. Yep. It's
I got
like
you.
So,
another
you're-
day here, so it's like those 12-hour marks always critical. And against Airy, it's like early in the morning in the US. It's 6 a.m.
What, do you sleep, brother?
Yeah,
You all right?
I was just gonna ask. So you're starting play at 1:30 a.m. your time, and then you're going to play at noon.
I can't hear you. Oh, clear. We lost Clear Mouse. That's pretty sad. At this. Yeah, I'm away from Friday to Sunday, so I have to get all my matches currently scheduled. And I survived last week, so there's the main tournament matches still going on, and it's like a full week of rando. And yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, that's right, because you both are in the main tournament too, so
Oh yeah.
a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, because Tato, you were also playing Shady on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it's like if I want to count it like that, it could be for tournament matches in 24 hours. So
that's nuts. Right, yeah, because you're right. So your game 2 versus Shady is at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, and then you're playing Brelkin at 7:30, and then game 3 for Shady is on Wednesday at 4 p.m. and then Area at 6 a.m. Dude, that is intense 24 hours.
Don't say it like that.
Red Bull, if you're out there and listening and looking for people to sponsor, man, like I said, hottest Randall runner going on a binger, man, sponsored by Red Bull. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that is a really intense time there for Teto.
It's crazy.
Good luck. Hopefully, yeah.
The only possible way to play all those random matches up until Thursday evening. So yeah, it's my own fault, like scheduling so last and surviving every tournament at least one more week. So that's something I have to sacrifice right now. I'm in free time for sleep. Oh man.
Gosh dang, just kept winning. Gosh dang, I guess it was working out for me. I'll just keep doing it.
Oh, week 2 against Airy. Oh, I gotta lose that, and that's fine. Oh, wait. Another week of ladder invitational. Oh, that's
and then you save so much time to go sleep, too. That's freaking brilliant.
Yeah, just get every seed to be like 50 minutes, and then I don't see the problem. It's like you just go sleep between matches.
I saw a problem today in this seed, so I'm not that sure, but yeah. We'll see the next days, and it was a great race against humbugh at this point, so thanks for the commentary. Thanks for the race.
GG, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yep,
Definitely
can
good
only
luck to both of
echo
you.
Teto there.
Yeah, hopefully your schedule is less demanding, humbugh.
Honestly, my schedule is also kind of nuts, but that's because I'm also doing Pog Champion, because I'm an idiot.
Same.
On the Pog Champion or the other stuff? Maybe.
No, just the ending.
The ending. Okay.
Well, I mean, certainly, I know you're playing Game 3 versus Willard soon, tomorrow, Wednesday, something. I don't remember. Soon,
Thursday.
Right? Thursday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So best of luck.
Yes.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then the remainder of your ladder races are also this week. Mystery Pog Champ stuff is also sometime this week. I can go check the schedule.
Yep.
Oh man, this is an intense week of random. Man, we're supposed to get 2 weeks from the main tournament to be like, oh yeah, like this is a holiday day. You get some flexibility for the first round. It just seems to be more random. I don't know. It's
perfect. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one in a year rando madness. So let's enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
AKA it will be something starting in like 3 months.
Yeah. But I guess as far as like ladder stuff is, yeah, Duncan's been pretty on top of things. I'm sure he will create events and basically update the schedule as people know when their races are. So I would also like to very much thank Duncan for doing everything that he has done before. This entire restream basically would not have been able to happen except without him basically doing all of the tech stuff. He is part of the Schwartz that has also tracked this entire race for us. So thank you so much.
I was actually say like make sure you guys follow the trackers, but I was gonna plug Teto and humbugh because like aren't they the trackers?
Well, one of the tracker forgot the shovel for like 5 or 10 minutes, so well.
Oh,
Not a
it's
great
so
one.
small. I
It's
wouldn't
okay,
have noticed.
yeah.
Don't worry, you can't dig up anything useful with it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like doing the water checks and wait, there's a shovel. Wait, I never tracked the shovel. Oh, I mean, I'm an idiot on the B stream right now, but that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. You had first try dig, and you actually dug up something. Humbug, on the other hand, yeah, I think he was really digging. I don't know what he was looking for, but it was definitely not after 50 days.
Oh, this sounds so horrible.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, no. The GT shovel for hours is always horrible, but for rupees, I can't imagine.
But thank you so much, guys. Again, good luck for all of the other rando that you're apparently going to play in the next like 48 hours. Any other thoughts, I guess, before we wrap things up?
No, I can just echo what Tito said earlier. Thanks for putting up the restream. Thanks to Duncan for doing that, and thanks to both Clear Mouse and Ack for coming.
It was all right.
And Schwartz for track.
Yeah, thanks for the trackers. The best people out there. And Humbugh, good luck in the next races, main tournament, and ladder as well.
Same to you. Same to you.
Thanks. And see you around. Have a great evening.
Yep. Bye.